Hello everybody, it's me, Samuel, from the HackerBot.net, and as the year draws to a close and all the normies are out buying presents and stuff, I am just, sitting here in my mom's car and reviewing the game hacking apps for Android in 2018. And stuff. So, anyways, guys, let's get right into it. The best game hackerino apps of 2018. What have we seen in 2017? What's gonna be hot and new and awesome? So this will just be my opinion, basically, because I don't want to contradict all the lists and stuff that I've already made. As always, the links for these apps will be in the description below this video. So let's get right into it. My personal opinion: Game Guardian is still king when it comes to game hacking on Android. This app has seen like updates every single week. It's incredible how quickly they upgrade and they change change stuff as I'm almost dying every week. This year we've seen them go to hardware acceleration version of Game Guardian and non-hardware acceleration version. Absolutely great changes with this app. Absolutely recommend it for anyone. You can try it even on online games, since they stealth their apps. It's absolutely risk-free at this point. Then obviously the second one, as in my other lists, would be a little bit of self-promotion maybe. That would be HackerBot APK. But I'm actually being honest when I'm telling you guys that HackerBot APK, in my opinion, is the second best, because not because it hacks games for you, but because it actually makes finding the hacks for games incredibly easy. You just start up the app, you go to find cheats, and you enter your game. Whatever, game, mod, APK, money, and then you just search for it, and you can download it within a very small time frame, and actually put a lot of work into this app, so I'm pretty proud of it. It will automatically open up your browser with multiple tabs when you leave the site, and you can just download APKs if you want them. So very simple, very easy. Obviously, if you're using Google instead, you're going to mostly find spam in 2018, which is why I made the app to begin with. So to get around all the survey scams and spam and fakes, the fakes are the worst ones, you go to Google and you Google for like my game mod APK, and then there's someone who's like, oh, I have a mod for this game. And then all they did is change the logo or the name or whatever, or they didn't change a singular thing, and you get just the normal app. It's like, okay, at least give me a virus if you're gonna scam me, but this is just sad. Anyways, then my third best, what would my third best be? I guess it would be, I've really gotten to like Freedom APK for its simplicity, and also Game Hacker. I don't know, it would be between them. Let me just see what I have here. I have Xmodgames in this list. Okay, I mean, I put that there because it's a very simple method for people that don't have modded APKs or don't know how to do those, to just mod their stuff, because it's very simple. But really, Freedom APK and SB Game Hacker, I don't know why this is so low in this list. I guess I didn't get to like Game Hacker as much. I'm actually gonna give number 3 to Game Hacker at this very moment, just because I really started to appreciate the simplicity of it and how awesome it is for beginners. Because Game Hacker has that thing where it just tells you exactly what to do, and you don't really need any prior knowledge, and I really never gave that enough credit, in my opinion. Game Hacker does that very, very well, even though it's Chinese developers doing this and having to translate it into English. Yeah, it's not loading, but if it's not loading as quickly as I would like to, then it's because it's BlueStacks, like a really old version of BlueStacks that I'm using. But anyways, it's awesome, actually, and it even explains you what all the search modes do, okay? Searching according to numerical variation, de-encryption, searching for values in a setting range. I love it. I love it. It's just, it tells you everything you need to do. Input a search value, like 300. It's absolutely cool. And it tells you what to do after that, back to the game and change the number again. SB Game Hacker gets my number 2 spot, number 3, I think. Whatever, it gets a really high spot. Doesn't really matter. I really like Game Hacker. It's absolutely it's great. It's great. I do recommend this app absolutely. Just because it's simple. It's a simpler version of Game Guardian, really. Game Guardian being obviously a little bit of a, I'm not gonna say a cluster bomb, but it's. I mean, look at all the options you have with Game Guardian. Let's just start it real quick. If you go into Game Guardian, you have all this stuff, okay? It wants you to choose an application, and you don't even know what that is, and then you have all these icons. Like, I love that Game Guardian can do all this stuff, okay? I don't even know what half the stuff does. But it gives you all these options, and it's kind of overwhelming if you're a noob. So, anyways. Maybe they should make Game Guardian Lite, you know, just a little bit of dumbed down version, I don't know. Game Hacker, in my opinion, is pretty much Game Guardian Lite. That's what it is, and that's why I like it very much. But then I have a slight bias towards memory editors, maybe. Then after that, I would put, yes, Freedom APK. Freedom APK still works, but what's new these days is that you need to use the option for, let's just end Game Guardian here real quick. Exit. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Now, what you need to do these days is you need to disable Play Store updates, and then go into your Play Store thingy and uninstall all the Play Store updates. Mine are already gone, as far as I know. Oh, actually they're not. So right now it probably would still work. It's 8.3. Anyways, so, and if you can't do that, you will actually have to like root your phone, uninstall your Play Store, and get either a modded Play Store or an older version of Play Store. So it can be a little bit harder to set up. It doesn't work without a root anymore at this point, but it's still pretty nice. I like Freedom APK. It's absolutely highly recommended. It's the best free in-app purchases app that there is. What would I put after that? After that, we get into the more trashy stuff. Yeah, Xmodgames, I guess. The success rate of this app for me is very low. I don't generally use it. It has ads in it. I'm not even going to start it. That's how much I don't like it. Now let's just start it. Oh, why am I doing this? Anyways, that's Xmodgames. It's a launcher. It puts app into some stuff sometimes. No, let's deny the root, whatever. No, deny. As you can see here, deny, whatever, cancel. So, where are the ads? This is an ad, for example. Like, this is an app that I don't have, and it's an ad to, you know, it's a recommended thing. So, that's what they do. Like, Xmodgames hasn't worked for me in a long time when it comes to actually patching and modding games, so maybe it's still working for people, or maybe they just keep it alive to have their ads show in people's faces and make money. So I don't really know. They do provide Lua scripts, which it's kind of nice, but these are really pretty much the same Lua scripts that there were half a year ago, so I don't know if they're keeping it. I think they're keeping it up to date, but I really don't know what's going on with Xmodgames. I don't trust them very much, so I don't know. That's why it's not very high on the list. Just it doesn't work for me. Very simply, like if you make an app, a game hacking app, and I use it a few times and it never works, then yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna do videos on it because I can't get it to work reliably. So whatever. Like I'm sure they put a lot of work into it, but I'm also sure they make enough money off the ads, so whatever. It's kind of, yeah, it's not that high on the list for that simple reason. If you want it to rank higher on my list, then it needs to work, and reliably. So, and Freedom APK works reliably for the games it says it works for. So does HackerBot APK, obviously, because it's modded APKs. They work. They generally work. Modded APKs are modified versions of APK files. They do work if it's the right version of the game. So anyways, and obviously HackerBot APK also allows you to search for other cheats, not only Android cheats. Anyways, Hack, this tool has not worked for me this year, so I guess we're in the negative list right now, where I'm just telling you guys what's not so great in 2018. Hack, I have no idea if that one still works, because Freedom APK really is just better. I haven't used it in a while. Then Cheat Engine, I don't think this has seen any updates. It's still very basic. It's a very, very basic version of Game Guardian or SB Game Hacker. So yeah, I probably should put SB Game Hacker a little bit further up the list, like before Hack, honestly, because yeah. Anyways, I'll have to change that one day. Cheat Engine it's alright. Like, I really respect the guys over at cheatengine.org and Dark Bites in particular. Like, he's the guy who made Cheat Engine for PC, which is a great application for PC gaming, game cheating. It's, in my opinion, the best memory editor on the planet. So yeah, absolutely, I do believe that. However, the Android version, the APK version, is not quite as great, not yet, at least, quite as great as the PC version. So that's why it's not very high. File explorers, they do still work. I think they are great. I should probably put them a little bit higher in the list. But however, it's hard to get cheats working. Unless you're in a single-player game and it has like a database somewhere. In that case, that's very useful. Besides that, it's used for some modded APKs that you'll find through HackerBot APK or Free Finder. You need to put some certain files into the file structure on your Android device in order to make, for example, online games modded APKs work. So it's a kind of a requirement as well. However, it does also allow you to hack certain files. But you might need a computer to do that as well. Like, you might need the File Explorer and the computer to do that, to extract a file through the File Explorer and then get it onto your computer, you know, get it on the SD card, get it on the computer, and edit it there, because certain file types, just like databases, are really hard to edit on your phone. Lucky Patcher, see, I probably should change places between like Lucky Patcher and Xmodgames, because at this point, I don't like Lucky Patcher that much. It doesn't work for me very often, but at least it can do stuff. So I do like Lucky Patcher, even though the success rate for me is very low. It's one of the few things that may work for offline games. Yeah, if you just want to root without, if you want to mod them without a root, what the hell am I talking about? So yeah, I like it. It gets updated regularly. I don't know how many mods included in this Lucky Patcher, how many patches rather, as they call them, actually really work at this point. I'm not finding a way to reliably make it work every single time, but you wouldn't expect that, as most patches are made for certain versions of certain games and so on, and it's not really certain that you're going to download the right APK to work with Lucky Patcher. So you need to do some research when it comes to that. Game Killer has not been updated for a long while, so I'm not very enthusiastic about this. Like, even the guy who made Game Killer kind of advertises it to be a different version than what is written on the APKs. I don't know if who the original creator even is of this thing at this point. I assumed it was the guy who posted it over at GameKiller.net, which is a website, a game hacking website. But at this point, I'm not very sure about that anymore. So I don't know what's going on with Game Killer. I hasn't seen updates. Game CIH, boy, this one hasn't been updated for a long while. Like, this app has been around for the better part of a decade at this point. Like, this app is almost as old as Android itself, like the operating system. So this has not seen updates for at least 5 years. I don't know what's going on with it. The guy from Taiwan who made this, what was his name? CIH Magic something, Magic. I'd have to look up his name. Magic Software Magician. That's presumably his name. Anyways, he has not been doing much with it, as far as I know. Recently, their website went down. I mean, if you go over here to the download page, yeah, this website at this point is offline, so it doesn't seem like much is going on with this one. Then this, I really got to like decompilation and compilation, like, you know, modding tools, such as This one, APK Easy Tool. I made a tutorial with this one. It's kind of fun to play around with it, you know, decompiling APKs, modding them a little bit yourself. However, in my opinion, it's just too complicated to really be feasible for normal people, you know. If you're able to use something like Game Guardian or SB Game Hacker or Lucky Patcher or Freedom APK, that's all good and nice, right? It's pretty simple. Let's be honest. Those are very simple tools. Modding APKs yourselves, that is a whole different ball game. Okay, like it's around 10,000 times more complex, at least. So you know, to do this, to use Game Guardian, you need maybe an IQ of like 80, right? To do this, to actually mod APKs. You know, reconstruct the Java code and mod it, you need an IQ of at least 130, in my opinion. So you need to be a pretty intelligent person, and you need to know Java, which is going to take you a long time to do. So that is why I have this low on the list, even though it is, in my opinion, the most awesomest, coolest version of cheating in Android games. The sad thing is we're going to have to rely on intelligent people and talented people, Java programmers, to make these modded APKs. Doing it yourself really is not efficient in any way or even feasible for most of us. Like, I can't learn Java. Like, I can't be bothered because the only thing I would use it for is for doing this, like APK modding. And it's not big enough of a part of my job to warrant me learning Java for 4 years. So I hope more people that actually know Java and have the intelligence required to mod APKs will do it. So let's show them some love. Let's you know, give them some incentives. Yeah, absolutely modded APKs, as I've said already in my HackerBot APK part and the decompiling part. Definitely modded APKs, incredibly awesome part of game hacking on Android at the moment. The best, in my opinion. Problem about them is it's really hard to find them. So that is that. What I recommend is obviously using HackerBot.net or HackerBot APK, whichever one you want. It's the same thing. Like, you go to HackerBot.net to go to find cheats, right? It's the same thing as using the app and going to HackerBot.net. It does the same thing. It goes to the main page, except this has a loading screen and it's easier for you to get to. You don't have to Google HackerBot every time and remember the name. You just have the icon. It's just easier that way. And anyways, there we go. So modded APKs, absolutely hacked APKs, a good way to go, even in 2018 for sure. The best, in my opinion, kind of cheat for Android games at the moment. Not on number one because people are looking for downloads in this list. Obviously, you can't really download modded APKs that simply. And then emulators and macros. And then I also like key mapping on fake GPS is in there as well. Yeah, emulators are just as awesome as they've ever been. Like, they have macros. Here, that would be the macros. They have fake GPS. Where's fake GPS? This has fake GPS. As you can see, easy APK installing, all that cool stuff. Like, there's also like mapping for your keys and everything, and you can implement controls and everything you can think of to control games better, which is a cheat in itself in a way. Like, if you're able to use a gamepad to play a mobile game, you're gonna have an advantage over people that need to use their thumbs, right? Because your thumbs they're not as quick and agile as a gamepad or a keyboard even. So yeah, that is something I would absolutely recommend as well. A lot of emulators are basically cheating tools for Android games because simply you can have objectively better controls, you can make scripts, you can make bots with them. It's absolutely great. Those are absolutely recommended as well. Fake GPS, I mean, there is no big game at the moment that uses GPS location, so it's not really a big thing. Like, Pokemon Go has come and gone, it's not very popular anymore. I think there's some kind of GPS games in the works, but I don't know. It's probably not going to be as big as Pokemon Go because it was a trend. People liked it. I think people are over it. I think people will not, unless they make some huge changes and make it really awesome. I don't think people will go for the GPS mobile games anymore. It was a one-time thing, I think. So, anyways, but I'm getting too deep into the fake GPS. But fake GPS still works. Absolutely, a valid kind of cheat. Anyways, I think that covers it about, right? I've been through all of these, so yeah. What I would definitely recommend in 2018 is Game Guardian, HackerBot, APK. Freedom still works if you want to use that. Game Hacker, absolutely recommended. Lucky Patcher, try it if nothing else works, absolutely. These two, whatever, decompiling and compiling APKs, modding APKs yourself. If you know Java and you can do that stuff, please do it. We need more modded APKs, obviously. And as always, guys, I do recommend you get the HackerBot app, which you can find in the description of the video or just at hackerbot.net. It's a cool tool that allows you to find modded APKs, which are the most powerful cheat that you don't make yourself on Android, so I highly recommend that. Anyways, guys, thanks you guys for watching, and yeah, let's hope in 2018 we get some new cheating apps, maybe something innovative, more modded APKs, more everything, more cheats, more whatever. That would be nice, that would be a good Christmas present for Christmas 2018 if we had more modded APKs and more hacking tools. Anyways, guys, I wish you a beautiful ending of the year, holiday season, whatever they call it these days, Christmas, obviously, and I'll see you guys next time.